So welcome back to our lecture video series on Module 5. So for today's episode, i-discuss lang natin kung ano ba yung mga circuit for bandpass filters. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo in the previous episodes, ang pinag-uusapan lang natin is low pass saka high pass filters. Wala tayong bandpass filters doon. So first of all, sir, meron po bang first order bandpass filter? So wala pong first order bandpass filter. Ang bandpass filter natin, ang kanyang transfer function is always second order. So it means dapat meron tayong dalawang frequency dependent component dyan. Okay sir, paano naman natin i-implement yung bandpass filter? So actually for bandpass filter po, ang pinaka-simpleng way to implement it is to use a high pass filter and a low pass filter in cascade. But we need to make sure that the cutoff frequency of the high pass filter is the lower cutoff frequency ng ating bandpass filter. And the cutoff frequency ng low pass filter is the higher cutoff frequency ng ating bandpass filter po. So bakit ganun sir? So kasi kung hatiin natin yung ating bandpass filter sa gitna or in its center frequency, we can observe in the blue section or in the blue region, it is high pass response po. Or similar siya sa response ng high pass filter. So, gusto nating padaanin yung frequencies above the cutoff frequency. So, therefore, this will be our lower cutoff frequency. And for the pink section naman, it is the low pass filter response. So, gusto nating padaanin yung mga frequencies below dun sa ating cutoff frequency. Kaya, siya yung higher cutoff frequency natin. Okay? So, take note, this kind of bandpass filter is only suitable for wideband applications po. Okay, sir, paano pag narrow band yung gusto ko? So, for narrow band filter, ang typical na transfer function niya is ganito. Ks over S squared plus omega n over Qs plus omega n squared. So, as we can observe over here, a bandpass filter is actually a second order filter po. Dahil, ang highest degree sa denominator is 2 po. Okay? And take note, para magkaroon tayo ng bandpass filter, dapat yung ating numerator merong highest degree na 1. So, bakit? So, dahil kapag nag-substitute tayo ng h of 0 sa h of infinity dyan, if it is a bandpass filter, dapat parehas yang equal to 0. Okay? Pag sobrang babang frequencies, dapat 0 yung kanyang gain. And kapag sobrang taas naman na frequencies, dapat 0 din yung kanyang gain. Dahil out of the band frequencies yung 0 and infinity natin. Diba? So, when trying substituting 0 sa S, ang mangyayari, magiging 0 yung numerator natin. Therefore, our h of 0 will be 0. And kapag magsasubstitute tayo ng S is equal to infinity, gagawin natin is kukunin lang natin yung terms ng highest degree sa numerator and denominator. So, ang mangyayari dyan, siya ay limit of Ks over S squared. So, makakancel po yung S sa numerator and yung isang S sa denominator. So, ang matitira is the limit of K over S as S approaches to infinity. And ang mangyayari dyan, pag sinubstitute yung S is equal to infinity sa ating expression, siya ay magiging 0. So, therefore, for very low frequencies and very high frequencies, ang response ng ating filter is 0. So, ngayon, what will be omega n in bandpass filter? So, si omega n is the natural frequency po. So, in this case, it is the same as the center frequency ng bandpass filter. Okay? Ano yung center frequency? So, pag meron tayong ganyang frequency response, kunin mo lang yung highest gain natin, in which, dito po yan. And hanapin mo lang yung frequency dyan. So, this is our center frequency po. And Q is the quality factor. So, actually, si Q is the ratio of the center frequency to the bandwidth. So, Q is equal to omega naught over bandwidth. Pero make sure the bandwidth over here is in radians per second. Dahil ang unit ng omega naught is radians per second. O kaya, pwede rin naman Q is equal to center frequency FO over bandwidth. And dapat parehas yan naka-hertz. Okay, so, ibig sabihin pala, kapag mas mataas yung Q factor natin, mas selective yung ating bandpass filter. So, paano ko nasabing mas selective yung bandpass filter? Kasi, mas bababa yung ating bandwidth. For the same center frequency, kapag inangat natin yung Q factor, automatically, kailangan bumaba si bandwidth. So, ang mangyayari dyan, yung higher Q factor is ganito ang itsura. Okay? And kapag mababa naman yung Q factor, ang mangyayari dyan is pag ganito. So, paano natin ini-implement yung narrowband bandpass filter? So, for passive, gumagamit tayo ng LC filter. Okay? So, for the passive narrowband filter, ang kanyang magiging transfer function, so hindi ko na po i-derive. So, kayo na lang po mag-derive. Ito po yung lalabas dyan. And take note, kukunin lang po ulit natin yung form sa denominator. And we can see that 1 over LC here is equal to the natural frequency squared. So, therefore, the natural frequency is equal to 1 over square root of LC. So, this is in radians per second. Kapag naka-hertz, maglalagay ka lang ng 2 pi dyan. So, paano natin malalaman yung Q factor nito? So, ang gagawin na lang natin is kukunin natin tong factor na yan. Yung 1 over RC, equal yan sa omega n over Q. So, therefore, Q is equal to omega n times RC. However, si omega n is 1 over square root of LC. So, therefore, ang Q factor nito is RC over square root of LC. So, ito po yung Q factor ng ating circuit. So, ngayon, sinong element kaya yung nag-a-adjust ng Q factor natin? Si R, si L, or si C? So, as we can observe, kapag gusto nating omega n is constant, so hindi dapat magbabago dyan, dapat si L sa si C, hindi dapat pwedeng baguhin. So, ibig sabihin, hindi mo ma-adjust si Q by adjusting C saka L. Diba? Kasi kapag in-adjust mo yan, magbabago yung center frequency natin. Ayaw natin yun. So, automatically, ang pwede mo lang i-adjust dyan is the resistor, R. Dahil kapag in-adjust mo si resistor R, magbabago ang kanyang Q factor. And, makikita natin that yung R, or yung change in R, will not affect the center frequency natin. Okay, so yun po yun. So to change the bandwidth, just change the resistance R. So this is for passive. How about naman sa active? For active naman, ito po yung ating circuit. So yung active narrow bandpass filter, it is implemented po using a multiple feedback filter. Okay, so multiple feedback filter, which is shown in this figure po. And yung madederive natin using op-amp analysis is this one. Ito po yung magiging transfer function natin. So, as we can observe, the natural frequency po will be the square root of this one. Dahil this one po is equal to the natural frequency squared. So, pag gusto natin in hertz yung ating frequency, maglalagay lang tayo ng 1 over 2 pi po. So, minsan, ibang reference, para mas madaling i-design, ginagawa, si R2 is tinatanggal. Okay, or ginagawa natin si R2 is open. It means mathematically R2 should approach infinity. Kapag ganyan, ang ating magiging center frequency or the natural frequency is 1 over square root of R1, R3, C1, C2. So, ito po yung magiging natural frequency natin or the cutoff frequency. Okay. So, for special case, ito yung nasa lab manual nyo. Ganito yung condition. If R3 is equal to 2R1 and C1 is equal to C2 is equal to C. So, ang lalabas po na natural frequency in hertz, okay, take note, this is in hertz, is this one po, 0.1125 over R1C multiplied by the square root of 1 plus R1 over R2. Okay, and that's it for our module number 5. So, the main reference ko po dito is again, Razavi's book na Fundamentals of Microelectronics. So, I hope for this module, natutunan niyo yung transfer functions ng isang filter po. That's all for our course and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!